Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, all there's only going to be 2 videos today. I want to make more, but due to current situations, I cannot make more. I can only make 2 today. The video kind of took a little bit long for the editing part. That's kind of part of the reason, but not really an excuse. But this one is just a lot of stuff going on today. Got to do more not so fun stuff tomorrow, so kind of rough on that end. But I will try to give you some other news as well that's been going on. And it's good news, at least. And here we go. Twitter finally suspends Ruth Sent Us after group posted home addresses of Supreme Court justices, which is a massive win. And hopefully we can get the people that are around the justices and all that arrested so they can not do this anymore. Because you're not supposed to do that. Pro-abortion rights group that encouraged far-left activists to protest outside the homes of several U.S. Supreme Court justices has been suspended on Twitter. The group Ruth Sent Us published the home addresses of the 6 Republican-appointed Supreme Court justices in May after a leaked draft majority opinion indicated the court would soon overturn its landmark Roe v. Wade abortion decision. Our 6-3 extremist Supreme Court routinely issues rulings that hurt women and racial minorities, LGBTQ+, and immigrant rights. The group's website declared that at the time we must rise up to force accountability using a diversity of tactics. I like how they say it harms immigrant rights. It doesn't hurt anybody's rights for that matter. In terms of anything, it's all been transferred. Well, it doesn't hurt the immigrants' rights because immigrants don't have no right. It essentially has mostly no rights when they enter the U.S. because it's illegal, first off. And 2, even if that was the case and these guys, if it did affect them, it doesn't affect them because it's been turned over to the state. So you just have to choose which state to go to, which again, we all knew this. Since then, leftist groups have conducted numerous protests targeting the home of Justices John Roberts, Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito, Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett. Ruth Sent Us has organized and encouraged the protests, posting the daily schedules of justices and even the addresses of schools attended by Barrett's and Kavanaugh's children. If you're in the D.C. metro area, join us. Our protest at Barrett's home moved the needle to this coverage. Ruth Sent Us said in June tweet that has since been deleted. Falls Church is a People of Praise stronghold. She sends her 7 kids to a People of Praise school that she sat on the board of directors for. She attends church daily, the tweet said. The group's activities appear to clearly violate Twitter rules against posting private information on this platform. You may not publish or post other people's private information, such as home, phone number, and address, without the express authorization and permission. We also prohibit threatening to expose private information or incentivizing others to do so, the rules state. On Thursday, the account owned by Ruth Sent Us was finally suspended. As you can see here. That's what I'm trying to get about with this whole doxing thing. I think doxing should be really, really prohibited. And pretty much everywhere. It should be against the law, and the only way that it wouldn't be against the law is if you have express permission to do so. I know that may be hard to do in court, but again, the doxing is being used more for evil than it is being used to actually be beneficial. And we could come up with laws to say why I think doxing should be illegal, and why others should not be illegal, and they need to express those opinions to me so that way I can understand on what their opinion would be, so we can come to a conclusion what could be best met. Because I don't like doxing. I think it harm more people than it has helped, and I don't think it should ever be in law. Ruth Sent Us has also been temporarily banned on TikTok in May, but has since had his account reinstated, Fox News reports. Leftist outrage over the Supreme Court's decision in Dobbs versus Jackson, women's health organization which returned the abortion issue to the states, has spawned violent threats against the court's justices and pro-life groups nationwide. A terrorist group called Jane's Revenge has claimed credit for crimes of firebombing, vandalism, and arson targeting crisis pregnancy centers and correctional office. In June, a man was indicted after he went to Justice Kavanaugh's home with the intention to kill him for voting to overturn Roe. Conservatives have criticized Twitter for inconsistent enforcement of its policies against speech that purportedly incites violence, etc., etc. So we don't really care too much about that. But we also have a site here that explains what's going on here. It says Ruth Sent Us is a far-left group dedicated to launching protests against U.S. Supreme Court justices who may vote to overturn Roe v. Wade, a decision that recognized a constitutional right to abortion. The group is named as a reference to the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, despite this Facebook group stating, "We acknowledge that Ruth Bader Ginsburg was racist and was also an iconic feminist. Ruth Sent Us intends to defeat fascism through protests that declare trust women, black lives, love is love, and no human is illegal," which is the exact opposite of what you people do. So it's actually hilarious. Ruth Sent Us advocates for the arrest and prosecution of diverse, corrupt, and legitimate Republicans, including Trump, his criminal and family, politicians, and court justices. Ruth Sent Us lists no leaders or funders on its website. However, the group is connected to Sam Spiegel and Vara Ragovichan, two generic activists. The funding source for Ruth Sent Us, which pays for its website, protest organization, and acceptance for protesters, is unknown, though the group is fundraising through Open Collective. So yeah, they have, as you know, they went to the justices' homes. Legality, not too much there. They've been banned on TikTok, which had 20,000 followers. Leadership, we kind of learned about leadership, and now we're going to go to here, who's paying protesters to harass justices and churches. Supreme Court justices have faced harassment and intimidation after pro-abortion group calling itself Ruth Sent Us posted a map to their homes. Justice Alito and his family, who wrote the draft opinion on abortion that had been leaked by leftists, had to go into hiding at an undisclosed location. So, had conservative protests outside the homes of Soto, Mayor, and Kagan led to one of them to go into hiding. So you be confident that none of the leftist threatening Supreme Courts will face themselves justice, which they probably won't, for the most part. So some of the donors are giving $58 and $7 to $80. So yeah, I mean they're getting money through like Open Collective, a leftist financial sponsor, which I previously partnered with Digital Infrastructure Fund, backed by $60,000 of the Ford Foundation, $50,000 for the rest of his Persian billionaire Pierre Audemars, and $100,000 from George Soros Opening Society. Of course, George Soros is part of this. That doesn't even remotely surprise me at all. That guy needs to be put immediately in jail. So yeah, that's kind of like what's going on. Who's been supporting them? Obviously, it's not really surprising that George Soros is involved. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. At least this is a win. They can't do much for harm unless they get back. So we'll see about that. Alright, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.